Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
One of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. First guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get over the top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play action now, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Elliott once more. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott to throw on 4th. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. In motion, the tight end. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fourth down, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. So Dalton now. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got a man, complete. Landry. 72 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here.
He's got a man complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Outright, he finds Tolbert. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe
it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there.
He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Prescott off play action. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp. They can't have to buy it right there.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Dalton has Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now Dalton. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Dalton wants to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, here's Dalton. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 30. 10. And he's across from a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.